Well, hi jerks. So this is going to be another kind of different video that is not about Miatas. So if you came here looking for stuff about Miatas, it's not about Miatas. Anyway, this is basically how to be man stuff. If you maybe you didn't grow up with the best dad in the world, maybe he didn't know how to do stuff, maybe he wasn't even around. Anyway, if he never taught you how to do anything, I can teach you how to be a man. So today we're gonna switch. We're gonna change out a toilet. This toilet in here. When I bought it, I thought it was pretty cool because it's like a one-piece design. It's really nice. It's like low, like really low. Two problems. One of them is it's round, and round toilets suck. You want an elongated toilet. So I learned that lesson. And number two is if something goes wrong with this, all that stuff in there is kind of specialized. So if something goes wrong and you need to replace stuff, you can't just go buy the $19 replacement thing, the ball cock, the ball cock and the plunger and all that stuff. You need special stuff. So fuck this toilet. I made a mistake by getting this one piece that I thought looked cool, but it doesn't look cool now that I have to replace it, because basically what was going on is, see that little flapper thing in there and then that little black ring underneath it? Something in there is not making a perfect seal anymore, and it's like dripping into the bottom. The toilet basically works perfectly, but unfortunately my office is right here. This is where I do all my work. So if I hear it constantly dripping, it drives me absolutely fucking insane. So this toilet has to go. Anyway, let me show you what I bought. I bought what you might think is an expensive toilet, a $200 toilet. But let me tell you something about toilets. Don't get the $100 toilet, because especially your guests. This is my guest toilet. This is my guest bathroom. My guests use this toilet, and I want it to flush. And if they take a shit in it, I want that shit to go down. I don't want any problems with this toilet. So that's why I got the toilet that you can flush a bucket of golf balls down. I don't think I'm going to be trying that exactly, but anyway, we're going to replace it with this toilet. It's a two-piece design. It's a tall tank, which is even better for flushing and easier for replacement shit. So let's get started. The first thing we got to do is get this toilet out of here. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you want to turn off your spigot down there. Make sure no water is going in. And then if there's any water in the tank, you can get that out by using a little siphon. Yes, you're gonna have to kind of suck toilet water, but if you're good, it'll never get in your mouth. Anyway, so you get it out of there, and then you also want to get it out of the tank. You'll notice that there's no water in my tank, or in my in the bottom part of it. So yes, I risked sucking real toilet water out of it, but I didn't drink any toilet water. I'm not a dog. Anyway, then if there is a seal around this bottom part, you have to kind of cut along that and break that. And then there's a bolt here on this side, and there's a bolt on the other side. And we're gonna have to a nut. And you just have to basically remove those two nuts. And then honestly, the whole damn thing just comes up. We will want to release under here. This line goes up into there, and we're going to reuse that. Once you go around the bottom of this with your knife, if you can then sort of move the toilet around a little bit, you're golden, and you're ready for the next step. So we're removing these nuts and the little washer that comes with it. Then I'm going to make sure I remove the line going into the toilet. Most modern toilets have really easy hardware, so if your toilet is, you want to have a bowl underneath it to catch a little bit of the water, because there's going to be a little bit of water no matter what you do. Okay, so now this is kind of free, and I can remove this whole thing if I wanted to. All right, you kind of want to pull straight up because those bolts in there, they're kind of sticking up out of the ground, and you don't want to like shear them off or anything like that. So it should just come straight up like that off of the bolts, just like that. I'm gonna try not to hurt my back because toilets are pretty heavy. All right. Fuck this toilet. Now I'm gonna show you the hole. This is gross. All right, so this is the hole. This is where all your shit goes. Around here, this is a wax ring, and this is an important part of the toilet. Now, my toilet came with. That's the other cool thing about buying a $200 toilet is it came with everything, like literally everything I need to put it in. So it even came with all the stuff already installed in the tank, so I don't have to do that. It came with the wax ring, it came with the bolts, it came with the nuts, it came with everything I need to install it. So I'm not thinking that this job's gonna take too long to do. That'll confuse my guests. It's always a good idea to have an extra wax ring when you're doing this because if you fuck it up, you can squish your wax ring, and then you're not going to make a good seal to the floor, and then you might have a gap in between. See, the reason for the wax seal is because of the way the toilet works. You have to have basically an airtight seal. Science. Otherwise, the toilet just won't work, and you'll get liquid on when it flushes. It'll leak all over the floor. So if you fuck up the wax ring, it's usually a good idea to have a second one just in case. I don't, so if I fuck this up, you can laugh at me. Got my gloves on, so I'm not gonna get grossed out. By the way, this is real man stuff, and real men don't work on a 9-to-5 schedule. So I'm doing this at, 12:15 in the morning. I don't know why I'm doing this late, because hardware stores aren't open. So if I mess it up, I'm screwed. So really, you just want to get this wax out of here. Ugh, it's so gross. It would be super cool if this came off in one piece, but it doesn't. See, that's you get this plastic with the wax ring too, but don't throw that away just in case, because maybe you don't. Definitely wear gloves for this part. Mine came with bolts, so I think I'm gonna replace them, but I'm just gonna set these to the side. Weird chance that I might need to use them again. I don't know, man. If you're queasy, you're screwed, because this is a gross job. You just kind of have to suck it up and do it. I'm not going to be real particular about getting every little last bit of wax out of there, because I don't need to. I don't want to touch anything with these gloves. Gross. Okay. There. All right. So, nice and neat. You're out of here. Oh, look, a little... Oh, damn it. I just stepped in the wax, that's all. So here's our new wax ring. There's two ways to do this. You can either put the wax ring on the bottom of the toilet, or you can put the wax ring on the bottom here. I'm going to put the wax ring on there. Gross, I hear something gurgling down there. No snakes? No snakes or alligators. The instructions said that I'm supposed to clean that off, but fuck the instructions, because I'm not cleaning that off. That's gross. It did come with its own posts, and it came with these clever little things that you spin down on there, and you want to put these in here like that and sort of screw these down to hold these in place. And the idea is you want them parallel to each other. Alright, so there we go. So these are lined up. And it did say that I'm supposed to put this on the tank, on the toilet bottom. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I got this lined up, and it looks like, see where the screws are sticking up there? They're gonna have to go in through those holes right there. So I pretty much only have one shot at this. I take my tank. Oops, that's not the tank, this is the bowl. Kind of turn it a little bit. Yep. So here's my wax ring. This is gonna go on a lot like that. See? Okay. Now, here it goes. You pretty much got one shot. You're gonna put this directly down in the hole, and hopefully the screws are gonna go through there, and this will hopefully stick on there and not move. And you really can't roll this over, and you have to pick it up and do it. Okay, here we go. Okay, and give it pressure, just like that. All right, and if you don't like how it's angled, tough, don't move it. I'm not kidding, don't move it, because that's what I was talking about with, you get basically one shot with your wax ring. Basically halfway done. So I've got these little caps, which will then screw onto the screws down there. These are nice little thumb screws. So again, it is worth spending a little extra money for something really nice. All right. And I would screw these back on evenly, and they don't have to be like torqued down super tight. Good job, everyone. So next we just have to put the tank part on, but we got this little green thing right here, and the green thing basically goes right there. That is literally it. So, okay, that's done. Let's get the tank. These bolts, can you see that? I hope. Holy shit. These bolts right here, stop it, they go through, and we'll tighten those on from, what the hell? Why is it flashing? All right, this literally just drops right on. Sort of. Can you go in the hole, please? That's a lovely sound. There's one.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I will not. So push that through. Push this through. All right. Now it's not on there very sturdy, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You know what, Siri? You're not helping, so just turn yourself off. And now we're gonna use the funky tool. This even came with a really cool tool that we're gonna use to tighten the bottom parts. So here's the hardware we're using. We've got this and that. So this screws right in there, and then we're, damn it. All right, well, I'm gonna get this one started. Well, I'm gonna put this on there first. Okay. And then get this one started. All right, so that's on. See, how easy is this? Super easy, right? This almost looks like a toilet paper roll, doesn't it? So I put the little gasket on there, and then I'm gonna put a little nut on there. And I use my super awesome tool that they gave me. Some bowls aren't like this. Some, they don't give you the cool little tool to do this stuff, but it's easy to, it's usually easy to do with your hands. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then you have to kind of evenly tighten these. Otherwise, it's not going to make a good connection. Okay, again, you don't want to torque these down to like 90 foot-pounds or anything like that. Just basically hand tight, and that's why they give you this tool. I can hear somebody else flushing their toilet somewhere. It's kind of gross. Fuck you. It's gonna do it. I'm gonna make it. You know why? Because this is a toilet and I'm a man. And when a man fights a toilet, a man always wins. And if he doesn't, then he just goes and buys him a toilet. Yeah. I'm calling it on. Okay. There's only one more thing to do. You put on these fancy little hats right here because you don't want to see ugly posts sticking up at the bottom there. Hook up the water. I might have to get a longer one of these because this bowl is a lot taller and that only barely fits. So I may have to get a longer one of those tomorrow, but I'm gonna stretch it to see if it'll work. Okay. You can do this. You got this. All the way. Okay. Pretty sure I don't have to do anything. The instructions just say whatever. So yeah, turn it on, I guess. See what happens. Hey, look at that. Water. And then hopefully no leaky water down here. Hopefully no leaky water down there. I'm not seeing any leaky water. Right? You'd tell me if you saw water, right? I'm counting on you jerks. Now I don't have any golf balls to try this on, so I'm just going to assume that it works. This toilet even came with a seat. It's so awesome. So my guests are going to have a brand new seat to put their heinies on. Here we go, first flush. You're going to enjoy this with me. First flush. What the fuck? There we go. First flush. Well, that didn't work. Huh. We'll have to look into that. Look at that. There. You know what? I should just leave it like that, and then the person sits on it and goes, ah, look out! That's a good practical joke. That should definitely get the girls super happy and in a great mood. Alright, so the way seats work is there's little flaps. You just have to pop open the... Come on, fucker. You pop open the flaps. There you go. These bolts go straight through. Then you have these little nuts on the bottom. You just screw in. Which means I need a screwdriver. Damn it! This was not a job that said required any tools. So that was it. We just replaced the toilet, and I did it in real time. I think I stopped the camera once or twice just to, I don't know, do something. Okay, lid goes on. Lid goes on the other way. What the fuck? Alright, lid's on. Wow, that's pretty good. So now I'm gonna sit on my toilet. Anyway, let me show you that we did that in real time, and it is literally only 12:54. Oh, it's 12:54. That took 45 minutes? Fuck, that took longer than I thought. Anyway, if you don't fuck up like me, it should probably only take you 30 minutes. But again, that's if you buy a decent toilet. Don't buy the shitty cheap ones because you'll probably run into problems. You'll probably have things that you don't have that aren't included in the box. $200 for a toilet. It's gonna last you at least 10 years. That's $20 a year. And look at this. Isn't this nice for your guests to come in and see this giant throne for them to sit upon? I think so. I think it's worth it. Totally worth it. Anyway, so that's the video. That's the video for today. So now I have your choice of toilets. You can use this one or that one. I don't know what I'll do with that one, but maybe something fun. And then I just have to throw this shit away. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, if you want to see me do more home improvement shit, more man stuff, I can do that. All right, that's it. I'll see you at the next video. Thanks.